Hi everyone, North Jersey Gardening here. Today is April 4th. I'm going to try to uppot these eggplants. I have two sets growing in these little containers. The last video I tried to do, we got cut off. I'm not sure if I'm going to upload it or not, but there was a loose dog on the street. I had to shut the camera and go run after him. But fortunately, it was a little bit far out, and before I got to him, his owners found him. Yeah, but it was pretty scary. A lot of cars were just driving by like crazy past him, beeping and yelling, and nobody was stopping to help out. But he did well. His owner found him finally. They put a collar and took him in the car. But back to these, I was doing the other herbs and vegetables before when I had to cut the video, but today I'm going to continue with uppotting these eggplants. I mean these summer squash. I have the yellow summer squash here, Crookneck, this guy. I have 3 in this little container that's getting overcrowded, so I'm going to uppot them now. And I have 3 of the like regular green zucchini in here. The leaves, the lighting is not all that great right now. It's in the evening, but the leaves are turning a little bit yellow on the bottom, and there are 3 also in this little container, so definitely they're getting overcrowded. So I'm gonna uppot them right now for you. I got some containers ready, all prepared with some soil and drainage holes all prepped in them and everything. And I'm gonna uppot them for you now. Let me get one more container filled with fresh amended soil for the last container here. And they're pretty cramped together, so hopefully the roots won't get damaged much. So for the yellow Crookneck zucchini, I'm gonna take the marker off and put it in this blue container, and let's see if we can separate these guys. Let me get a little tray. Actually, I'll do it right over here. I think you could see also just as fine. So I'm going to loosen the soil a little bit, and I have these 3 containers here ready to go for them. So let's see. Yeah, the leaves got really big. I don't know if you see that well in this not optimal lighting, but they're getting really big. They have the seed leaves all the way down here, but they have 1, 2, 3 sets of leaves, and I'm not sure I had better lighting here, but I think the beginning of a little bud right here, and it's only April 4th. I sowed these let me see, February 26th, so they're doing pretty good, even though they're overcrowded in this container. So let me see if I can flip this. Their stems are quite tender, so I have to be careful with them. Oh boy. Here we go. Wow, nice roots on them. Let me bring it a little bit closer so you can see. Sorry about the lighting, but yeah, all roots. They're beginning to wind down around on the bottom, but there's still a lot of space, but definitely time to uppot them. They will appreciate it, I'm sure. But look how big they got. My goodness, crazy. February 26th, so just over like 5 weeks, just 5 weeks. Yeah, their stems are quite delicate. Let me see if I can do this carefully. And the leaves get stuck together, and it's hard to separate them, so let me see. I'm sure some of the roots are gonna get broken, but we'll try to do the best we can. Let me see, bring it over here for you guys. Ooh, a lot of roots. I put one, let me put it in the bigger container here. Wow, they're nice and healthy. These 2 are really close together. Let me separate the leaves out first, and then work on the roots. See if they can separate without breaking. Oh, a lot of breaking. Okay, here we go. So 3 separate yellow Crookneck zucchini or summer squash ready to go in their own little container. So let's put this guy in here. Nice long deep cup, and I can see the roots when they start to get too large for these containers. I'm pretty sure they'll be ready to put in the ground anyway. So let's do this here. And they have little hairs on little stem, but still I don't think you can put them in the soil deep like you can with tomatoes. So I'm not gonna do that. Just enough where the stem meets the soil, and do the same. Cover it up. Push it in a little bit. Alright, let's see. Put some fresh soil in there. Yeah, they're quite wobbly, but the stems I think can handle it. I'm sure they're going to appreciate being in this. And they will grow nice and strong. Yeah, as long as I don't break the stem, I think we're good to go. So there's one. Let me work on the next. Let's do this a little bit. This is the bigger one, I think. I should put them in an even bigger container. Let's see. See, this is the biggest one. 1, 2, 3 little buds I see on him. My goodness. And nice big leaves on this guy. Alright, let's give him some room in here. Until some of the soil actually. Yeah, nice healthy roots on here. I'm happy with the way they've been growing. And hopefully this will not send them into shock in a few weeks. The end of April, maybe the beginning of May. Probably the beginning of May. I don't want to take any chance with getting more frost. It's freezing. It's freezing today in Jersey. And it's gonna be cold every night for the next week or so, like below freezing. It's crazy. We have one day that's gonna be in the 50s and another in the 60s, but all the nights are pretty much at the freezing level or below. It's crazy. And a couple of weeks ago we had weather almost up to 75, 80. So it's crazy taking care of these, bringing them in, taking them out in the greenhouse, outside in direct sun, and back inside. The greenhouse cannot handle the freezing temperatures. Wow. This one's one. I wonder if it can hold itself. It's gonna have to, I guess. That's the second one. Let me work on the last yellow squash. Here. I'm going to empty some soil, also make more room, and then add later. Yeah, they grew nice and big in these little containers. I don't know if you can see this one. He has a little baby here that I pulled, but I left him sitting here. He had no chance of growing, so he'll go in the compost. From the frozen compost. Alright, there you go. Put him right in here. Down a little bit and add more soil. Give them as much nutrients as possible. Shake it up. Okay. Looks pretty good. So this is these guys. All these are the yellow summer squash, crookneck, and I had 4 seeds in each, and these were sown February 26th. So and this one and the regular green zucchini, only 3 sprouted, which is more than enough, more than I need. So if these continue to go, it's, you know, I don't have that much room outside, so it's plenty for me. 3 of each. I have a ton of different varieties of vegetables and herbs, cucumbers and peppers that I'm going to need to find room for, and a ton of tomatoes. Okay, I'll put these here. I'll give them water later. Let me start with the regular green zucchini. So these are these guys. So they're gonna have to stay in this for another 5 weeks, maybe 6, depending on the weather. There we go, and I'll give them a nice healthy dose of water in a few minutes. And I'll start with the green zucchini right here. So these guys, the leaves are turning yellow, and they were growing nicely, but I think they're starting to slow down. So definitely I think I need to start giving them their own space. So I'm going to do that, put them in this, and I already have the cups with drainage holes and soil already prepared for them. Okay, so let me start with this guy. And carefully get the soil away from the edge of the container. Take everything out and transplant them to their own little space. Okay. Wow, look at these guys. These are even more slightly root bound. Let me see if I can give you a good shot of this. Yeah, they're starting to wind down, circle around the bottom, but they have nice healthy root system. So let me separate them. And again, these were 4, and one was all stunted down, so I had to remove him. And separate these with minimal damage, which I don't think is going to happen to the roots. There we go. Yeah, the leaves get stuck and it's hard to separate them. They cling to each other. 1, 2, where's this one going? Here we go. 3. Okay, wow, look at this little stick back in the compost. Will do no good here. Alright, so empty some soil, give it some room here. Yeah, very nice root system. Look at this. Yeah, and the leaves yellowing, I'm not happy with that, so we'll see if they'll do better in their own little container. And again, these cups are deep. Hopefully that will help the roots go down and not wind around too much, and get as much nutrition out of the soil that they can. There we go, fresh soil. Always to use your hands. Get a feel for it better with the hands instead of the tools. How much you need. There you go, there you go. Shake it around, let the soil settle. And it's going to settle a little bit more back to where the base was. And then as I water it, it will settle even more, so I think it'll do okay. And I'm glad the seed leaves are right over the cup. I'm happy with that. We don't want the soil anywhere near the leaves right now. Alright, this one's ready. So these are the these are the green zucchini. There's one guy ready to go on his own. Nice fresh amended soil that will do him good and help him grow nice and healthy. And he'll go in the ground in about 5 weeks or so. Where you guys are, hope you're having nice weather, but wherever you are, start planning your garden, start planting your seeds if you haven't already. Some places could have planted a month ago, but not us in New Jersey. We have a bunch of seeds sown in soil. I have a bunch of sprouts coming out. I have all stages of growth happening here, and I'm still gonna plant more seeds in a day or so. So many more vegetables and herbs and things to plant, but I need to slow down because I don't have that much room outside. I'm gonna be expanding the garden to make room for everything. Yeah, but every year my garden grows bit by bit. I have fruit trees also outside that I'm protecting from the cold, and the deer, but I have to do better caging system or better fencing. Okay, this is the second guy. Let me show you his big leaf. And these guys are not budding yet, but their root system is much more developed than yellow zucchini. But the yellow zucchini is the one with multiple buddings and ready to flower. It's crazy. Alright, let's empty some soil here and put the last one. Fresh soil. Press it down. And add more fresh soil, organic. I hope they do well. I did okay with zucchinis last year. Had some that grew really big. And they were really tasty, really good. I juiced some. I roasted a bunch. All kinds of recipes. They're good with everything. Whatever flavoring you add to them, spices, they pick up the flavor. So they're tremendous for a lot of recipes. Okay, this is the last one. Green zucchini. Very excited to get them going. Let me dump the extra soil out of this guy. Keep them clean. So this is it for these guys. Again, I have them in plastic cups, so when the roots start to grow out of these or start to grow and reach the edge, I want the roots to be protected from getting burned from the sun, so I keep them in containers like this. It's easy to carry everything around in one container, and at the same time the roots are protected from getting burned from the sun. So it serves a nice purpose. Double container. I can see the roots and yet I can protect them. And these were from the dollar store, these bigger containers. You can get all sizes bigger than these even for $1 or so. They're handy. And I recycle them year after year. That's it. I'm not going to buy hardly any container. I've been recycling for the last 3 years or so. So this is it, guys. I have uppotted the yellow Crookneck zucchini or the summer squash. I'm going to give them a bunch of water in a minute. 3 of that were overcrowded in these little containers here. Now each one has a bigger container than all 3 of them were in that one. And this is the green zucchini. I cannot wait to start growing these and getting some fruit out of them. Alright, you guys, take care, and I'll keep you updated on the other things that I'm planting also. And when the weather is nicer, I'll show you the outside again. But this is what I have going so far, and the tomatoes and the peppers are doing unbelievably well also, and I'll update you on those also. So let me know what you guys are planning, and I hope you're having great weather and planning your garden soon. And please enjoy whatever you do. Let it be a relaxing experience for you. Alright, you guys, take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.